Hello everybody, so last year I made a DIY Harry Potter crafts video and all of you seem to like it, so in this video I'm going to share with you some DIY school supplies inspired by Harry Potter, so I hope you enjoy. So the first DIY that I want to share with you is actually my favorite, and that is this pencil case that looks and works like a pencil case, but like an envelope. And all you need for this is some kind of fabric, a hot glue gun, and a button, and some acrylics. So as you can see, I used a square of this thicker whitish fabric. I think it was like 30 by 30 centimeters. I basically folded the fabric like so, leaving a little gap which will then be the opening of our pocket. Then I went ahead and folded the corners inside and glued them down with some hot glue, and you can also sew this, but I was just too lazy for that. Then all you have to do is glue the triangle onto the rest of the fabric, creating a pocket, and then you will just repeat that on the other side as well. Then I attempted to draw the Hogwarts crest with some permanent marker onto the front of the envelope, which was actually really challenging, but I think it looks cute. And to make the wax seal, I just stuck on some black button which I had painted red with some acrylic paint, and that's it. And finally, I just created this loop out of a random yarn, which you will then wrap around the button to close the pencil case. How genius is that? Really genius. For the next DIY, you will need a notebook, a white cardstock paper, a hot glue gun, a permanent marker, and some watercolors. I started off by crumpling the cardstock paper and then I wrapped it around the notebook using a hot glue gun. Then you can write or draw whatever you like onto the front of the notebook, and as you can see, I went with It's Leviosa, not Leviosa. And you have to make sure that you use a permanent marker because otherwise it will just smudge. And to finish this aesthetic notebook, I just went ahead and painted the front with some blue watercolors, and I think it looks really nice, in my opinion. So moving on to the next project, I'm going to show you how to make a phone case with a hot glue gun. So all you need for this is your phone, a hot glue gun, parchment paper, and some paint. You can use acrylics or even nail polish. So as you can see, I'm just wrapping my phone with the parchment paper, which was actually a really difficult process, I'm not gonna lie. Because first of all, my tape wouldn't stick to the parchment paper, and second of all, somebody caught me in the process, so I just had to rip it off. Which, Also, if you do want to make this DIY, then make sure you don't use that much parchment paper, because then the phone case will be much bigger than your phone, which happened to me. Then what I did was trace around my phone with the hot glue gun to make the front of the phone case, if that makes any sense. Then you have to outline the bits and pieces that you don't want the case to cover. So the camera and all the buttons and stuff. Then you can create any design you want. I just made this hatch pattern, but you have to make sure that you connect the pattern to the outline of the phone case. And you may be wondering, Adela, what does this have to do with Harry Potter? Well, let me tell you, I don't know either, but I painted the phone case with the colors of my house. So since I'm in Ravenclaw, I used blue and bronze, which was actually gold, but whatever. And yeah, that's about it. I don't even know what I'm doing here. Let's be honest, it looks pathetic. But I thought I'd share it with you anyways, because some of you might want to make this. I don't know why, but yeah. DIY number 4 is super duper simple. You will only need a Mac and a Sharpie. I'd seen this all over the internet, so I decided to make my own version, which is the Muggle Mac. And yeah, I just think it's really funny, okay? After you've done your design, you're just gonna leave it in the oven for 30 minutes, and that is it. You can either use this as a mag, or I also like the idea of putting your pencils and pens in it. To make Harry Potter inspired bookmarks, you are going to need a popsicle stick, some kind of plastic, acrylic paint and scissors. First of all, I'm just cutting out a scar shape out of the Tic Tac container. You can of course choose any symbol you like, but I just went with the scar. So the next step is to paint both the popsicle stick and the plastic the same color. So that's what I'm doing here. And finally, you'll just need to snip off one of the ends of the popsicle stick and glue the plastic symbol, or whatever you want to call it, until the end. I love this DIY so much. You'll just need a white notebook, tape and a felt tip pen. So as you can see, I didn't have a white notebook, so I just painted mine with some white acrylic paint. Then I sketched the Deathly Hallows symbol onto the front and put tape around it. Using the felt tip pen, I just created this hatch pattern, I guess. And instead of putting tape on the circle as well, I just used some circular objects. And this is the best part, removing the tape. I love it. And to finish this off, I just wrote always underneath the Deathly Hallows symbol. For this DIY, you will need a plastic bottle, a zipper, a hot glue gun, permanent marker and some fabric, but that's optional. So first of all, I cut the bottle in half and then I glued on the zipper to connect the two parts back together. You don't have to do this part, it's totally unnecessary, but I just stuck on some fabric to replace the lid, which I don't know if I like or not. It's just there and I do not care. The last step of this DIY is basically drawing Hogwarts onto the bottle with some permanent marker. And let's be honest here, it doesn't look good. It's probably my second least favorite project out of all of these. I just do not like it, I don't fancy the vibe of it. And yeah, it's just ugly. As opposed to the last DIY, I actually really like this one. You will need a ruler, acrylic paint and permanent marker. Surprise, surprise. So this is kind of self-explanatory, but I'm just painting it white and then this mustardy color, which I had made by mixing white, a yellow, red and blue, basically every color. Then I used the permanent marker to write Mischief Managed, and also I decorated the ruler with some footsteps, and I think it's really cute. If you enjoy personalizing your pencils but are tired of using washi tape, then you might like this. So basically you will need a pencil, a needle and some nail polish. I know this is really difficult to see, but I'm just carving "I must not tell lies" into the pencil with a needle. Then all you have to do is paint the whole text with a nail polish, and then by rubbing the pencil with a nail polish remover, you will remove the excess nail polish so it will only stay in the letters. And that's the whole DIY! How easy was that? And the very last project for back to school that I want to share with you is actually something that I made in my DIY Harry Potter crafts video. So if you haven't seen that, I will link it down below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you make some of these projects, then don't forget to tag me in a photo of it or send it to me, because I'd really like to see. And if you watched the video till the end, then I admire you, because you've been listening to my annoying voice for like 10 minutes. Let me know which house you're in, and I will see you very soon. Bye 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 bye. Love you.